Hi, this is Ron, host of the LostTrailRunner Podcast. This is number 102 of the LostTrailRunner. In this episode, I'm going to go over a little bit of just general nothingness, sitting in my backyard, drinking my coffee in the morning and eating toast. And then in the second part, I'm going to give you a brief update on a trail race that I ran out at Harbin's Park in Decula, Georgia. So I hope that you enjoy the long overdue episode number 102. Good morning, everyone. I'm out in my backyard this morning, sitting in a lawn chair, drinking my coffee, eating some toast, and just having a good backyard experience with the birds. I was going to get up early this morning and go run, but my ongoing back issue and I seem to have some kind of a neck problem too. I've been going to the chiropractor for about 3 or 4 weeks now, working on this stuff. Just keeps me on the edge of not great. The neighborhood dog has decided that he's going to bark at me this morning. That's all he does. He sits in his fence and barks. I'm drinking coffee and eating some toast. If I ignore him, maybe he won't bark. Anyway, I have been walking quite a lot to try to supplement the running I'm doing, and I'm trying to use my bike trainer also a little more. This week I haven't done too good, but I have walked 4 days. I've come up with this scheme: any walk's better than no walk, any run's better than no run, right? So the days that I've been able to walk, but I haven't had time to run, I mean, it kind of, wedge it in between things. My theory is a minimum of 20-minute walk that'll give me a little over a mile is worth something. Not a whole lot, but something, right? So a 20-minute walk, a 30-minute walk, or a 40-minute walk. And if I can get over 40 minutes, I'll try to run. I could run for 20 minutes or, but with the walk, I can just be doing something and just don't have to worry about going and putting my running shoes on, changing clothes, any of that stuff. I just go walk. So there's no transition from, everyday clothes to running gear to get out the door. So that's what I've been doing. It's working okay. I've probably got in, probably 4.5 to 5 extra miles this week doing that I wouldn't have, had any exercise whatsoever. So pardon me as I take a bite out of some toast. Sitting out here drinking coffee, eating toast in the morning. Listening to the birds. It's sunny. It's about 63 degrees. Debating where I want to go run this morning. I like to go out on the trail at Stone Mountain, but on a Saturday or a Sunday, if you don't get out there early, you get in all in with the crowds of tourists trying to get in the gates, Not that it's jam-packed, but it's just a pain. And then depending, they might have some kind of event going on where they draw a lot of people. they do that. Try to get people in the gates. I could go over to Yellow River, run on the trail over there. Stay off the pavement, because my lower, I don't know if it's my back or it's just my hip, it's right above my right, what do you call the big muscle in your butt? Anyway, that one, just below your waist, right across there, hurts all the time, low grade ache, not necessarily a debilitating type thing, just annoying, And a couple of weeks ago, I could hardly even stand up or sit down. It hurt so bad. But it's better, but it's still there. And I keep thinking, well, should I go out and do a real training run? Or if I do, am I going to be back where I started? So I've been taking it easy. So I'm just kind of on the border of being injured and not injured. Kind of hovering there. And then, of course, I have the icing that I do and the exercises that I should do, which I do sometimes. And then I've got my foam roller, which seems to help. Plus going to the chiropractor. I hope this toast isn't too annoying. It's good. And then, of course, my morning coffee. Yeah, yesterday, my plan was I was going to ride my bike trainer. And I really didn't have a run or a walk on my schedule. And I happened to be going by Mountain Park yesterday afternoon, and I said, well, I just stopped the car and get 20 minutes of walking in, so I hopped out. And that's what I did. I got in 20 minutes, and it was a good walk. My back didn't hurt. Felt pretty good. And I said, well, when I get home, what I'm going to do, it was about 6 o'clock, 6:30, 7, in that range. I'm going to eat supper. Then I was going to go up and get on my bike trainer and ride, right? Well, no such luck. Get sidetracked. In the evening, well, when you eat supper around 7, then by the time you get through, it's getting close to 8. And then you start getting out of the mood to do anything like that. So I skipped it once again. So I've got to come up with a better plan on doing this bike trainer routine. I really like doing it when I'm doing it. It's the starting of it that I have a problem with. You hear the birds. There's what do they call these little birds? Jenny wrens or something? We got a birdhouse that they've been homesteading, I think. So they're kind of fluttering around there. They're little bitty birds with a big voice. Anyway, come out here in the backyard, sit and watch them fly around, and you can hear them in the background, all the different birds chirping. Okay, and I had a bird feeder out here, and I had a plastic, I don't know what you call it, on the bottom that keeps squirrels from getting to it. Well, somehow the squirrels compromised the thing, busted the plastic, got to the bird feeder, tore it up. They got the seed out, but that's the last seed they're going to get. I just ended up throwing it away because they just made a mess out of it. We got squirrels in the backyard. We got chipmunks in the backyard. We got rabbits in the backyard. And we got all these birds. So it's nice to come out here and sit. Oh, and we have mosquitoes in the backyard, yeah. I forgot about those. But I contracted with an exterminating company to come and spray the backyard once a month now. get rid of the mosquitoes. And I'll try to go around and find spots that might hold water where the mosquitoes could breed, which is a never-ending chore in this backyard. Because I'd say it's probably not quite an acre, but on the edges around the fence, it's grown up like a jungle. And I'm sure that back in there are spots where the mosquitoes breed. Oh, you can hear the neighborhood dog. He's found somebody else to bark at. Oh, now he's barking at me. He doesn't have anything better to do. So, I guess I'll just terminate this thing while he hadn't carried on quite as much. He's sitting over there on the fence looking over here. I don't know if he wants attention or what. But I'll see you later, okay? Bye. Good morning, everyone. This is Ron, and it's Saturday morning. What is this? This is May 7th, and it's about 5:53 in the morning, and I'm sitting in my car in the parking lot at Harbin Park in Decula, Georgia. At 7:30, there's going to be a trail race here, Dirty Spokes trail race. There's going to be a half marathon, and there's going to be a 3.5 mile. And since I'm recovering from my lower back troubles, I decided it's time for a 3.5 mile to see if I can live through it. I don't know. I'm not totally pain-free right now, but I think I'm fine. I've run a couple of days this past week, and I've been riding my bike trainer some, so 3.5 miles isn't that far. I'm not in race mode, as you can probably guess. I'm just going to go out and run and have a good time and see how it goes. In other words, this is a less than a C race. It's not even a C race. So I hope to enjoy it, and I'll let you know when it's over. Race is over. I'm back in my car. I'm headed home. I really can't believe what happened. I won my age group. I'm almost speechless. Let's start out. I went and got my race number, came back to the car, got it all situated, got everything ready. Then I decided I'd go out about a half hour before the race started and just jog on the trail, try to warm up. So I went out on the trail, and I felt lousy. Every joint was stiff. I ached. I mean, I felt like maybe I just better get back in the car and go home, man. I really feel bad. And I just kept running around on the trails, up and down, back and forth, for about 25 minutes until the race started. When the race started, I got in the back of the group, and there were two races starting at the same time. There was a half marathon and a 3.5 mile, and I ran the 3.5 mile. And I just started running, trying to run a consistent pace. I wasn't really trying to go fast or anything like that. I just got into a rhythm, and one of the guys that I've
running my age group against in all these trail races. Ken Brown was there, and he ran up beside me and started talking a little bit. And after a while, I just kind of, I don't know, I picked up my pace or what, but I pulled ahead of him some and just kept running. And I figured, well, after 2 miles, he's probably going to catch me. And I got in 2 miles and I was still feeling pretty good, and I just kept going. And he never did come by me, and I finished probably about a minute ahead of him. He's going to win the series. The Dirty Spokes Trail Run Series is a 8-race series, and you've got to finish at least 6 of them in order to win your age group or place in your age group for the series. And I think that was Ken's 6th race, and I think he probably won the first 5. And he came in second today, and I won. So I feel pretty good about that. I was really shocked that I did that, because this is only the 2nd race that I've run all year. I did the resolution run, as you know, but I didn't really race that. I was just serving time in that race. I forget why, but I was either injured or sick or something, and I haven't run until today, and I was just shocked that I won my age group. I'm happy though, let me tell you. Makes me feel like my racing career is not over, even though, you know, I won the 70 and over age group. I mean, I don't know how many people were in it, but enough for there to be 3 places anyway, first, second, and third. And there might have been more, I don't know. I'll have to look at the results later on, because they won't be out until probably this afternoon or maybe tomorrow on the Dirty Spokes website. But I just thought I would let you know. It had a lot of uphill in those woods, let me tell you. I had run a Xterra 10K trail race out at Harbins Park before, a couple of years ago, and I remember that it had quite a few uphills, and that 3.5 miler had quite a few uphills too. But I was surprised that I was able to run a consistent pace for most of the race. I think my 2nd mile was the fastest. There must have been a lot of downhill in that. The first mile had a lot of uphill, and the last mile had a lot of uphill. But overall, I'm really happy. So I'll let you go for now. Talk to you later. Bye. You know that I have a SpeakPipe widget on my website. The widget can be used to call in and leave comments about the podcast. I'll put the link in the show notes of the podcast. I also have an email address if you want to send me a comment via email. It's ron@LostTrailRunner.com.
Hey, thanks for listening to today's podcast. We'll be here next time. Keep the emails coming in and be sure to subscribe.